Oh, hello. Fred Liebenhout here with the Department of Exceptional Children and Health Services, IT support team. Or for short, you can just call us the DECHSITST. Today we're going to be demonstrating how to get started using Microsoft OneDrive. You know, when a file is saved to your OneDrive, you get 24/7 access to that file from any device. So we're going to learn how to store all of those important SPED files, those sensitive files that you need stored securely. We're going to put those on your OneDrive account. There's no longer any need to email files to yourself or to save a copy to one of those virus-catching flash drives. When you open your document, you can create a Word, PowerPoint, or other document on your desktop or Mac at work, and then you can edit that same file on your laptop or tablet or even your phone from home. So you're going to see how easy it is to share all these documents and work collaboratively. We're going to find out, even if you mess something up or if one of your team members deletes something from a document that you're all working on, it's really easy to get it back. So just kind of sit back, take a few notes, and I hope you learned something about using this free resource, this Microsoft OneDrive. So I want to thank Microsoft also for their great training videos. Okay, so once again, we're looking at the basic use and navigation for using Microsoft OneDrive. We're going to learn how to upload files, create files, delete files, share, work collaboratively. We're going to do all this in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to throw in a few helpful tips along the way. Okay, again, I'm Fred Liebenhout with the DECHS ITST. Let's get started.
Need a solution that lets you store all your files in one place, share and collaborate with others, and get to your photos and anywhere? OneDrive can help. OneDrive supports more than 270 file types. Create a file on your PC or Mac and edit the same file on your laptop, tablet, or phone. No need to email it to yourself or save a copy to a thumb drive. Easily share files with others, work together, and see comments and changes as they happen. Stay connected wherever you are with the OneDrive mobile app on your Android, iOS, or Windows phone. With all your files in OneDrive, securely store, share, and get to your files from anywhere, at work, at home, or on the go. We'll show you how.
Okay, here's just a little more information about the OneDrive. The big thing is it's free to use. Come on, with this 365 platform that the district uses, it's fantastic. Take advantage of it. Okay, again, you get to share all of your files with anybody or everybody. And just remember, you can access your files, your OneDrive, from any device, on any network. You don't even have to be on our network. So we're going to talk a little bit right now about creating files and folders in OneDrive. And this really can save you time. You really don't have to just open your Microsoft Word, wait for it to open, create a new document, save it. You can just get into your OneDrive and just say new Word document or new Excel or PowerPoint, whatever it is you're working on. Over here on the left, under my name, you'll see that I'm in the column called My Files. This is all of my files in here. It starts off, it lists all of your folders and then your individual files below. If I want to find something I've been working on recently, I just click on Recent and it brings up those PowerPoints and spreadsheets and other documents that I've been working on in the last couple of weeks. in chronological order. Shared, if I clicked on shared, it would show me all of the files that I have shared with other people, or those files that were shared with me. The recycle bin is your trash can. Just keep in mind, if you put something in your recycle bin, it will stay there for 90 days before it will totally get deleted. So if you trash something and then decide next week, well, let me look and get the graphic off of that thing I put in the trash, you can open it back up, grab your graphic, and then put it back in the trash. So for now, we're just going to click New. I'm going to click Word Document. Notice it just opens a brand new Word document just like that. And here's where you're going to get a DECHSITST helpful tip. Okay, as soon as that Word document opens, go ahead and give it a name. Microsoft called the document 32, thanks, but that's not exactly what I want to call it. I'm going to click on the document title right there. It will open a dialog box and allow me to rename that file. It also tells me where it's going, so I'll know where it's stored, and it allows me to access the version history, which we'll talk about later. Let's look at the Microsoft video that explains creating files and folders in OneDrive. You just select New, Word document, opens right up. Go ahead and click on the name, rename it. Automatically saves anything you do. So if you have a Word that's built into your computer, it's going to look more like this. You just say Save As, and then you're going to select your OneDrive account. Give it a name right there. And it gets saved right into your OneDrive account. Folders are exactly the same. New, instead of document, new folder. Give it a name. It's a great place to put all the documents related to that event. Real easy. It's also very easy to upload files and folders in OneDrive. Okay, so if you have something on your desktop or in your documents folder or on a flash drive, send it up to OneDrive. I mean, you'll have it. It'll be there forever until you need it. You don't have to worry about it. Whenever you work on it, it's going to save it automatically. And I want to upload something off my desktop. So I would just come up here next to the blue New button. You see Upload. I click Upload, and then I'm going to select Files. And then it's going to open up a window and show me my files. It's basically asking, what file do you want to upload to your OneDrive? So I've selected my desktop because I know that's where this Word document is that I want to send up. So when I select that Word document, click Open, it opens up my OneDrive, and I can see that file had been uploaded. It's the very top of my OneDrive folder. There it is. It takes just a second. And now that I've uploaded it here, later on tonight, I can get on my iPad and edit from that if I'd like. So it'll tell you one item was uploaded to my files. It gives you the name of the document, what type it is. It even gives you the ability to share right there. Makes things quick and easy. Another way to upload is to just drag those files right onto your OneDrive folder. So here I have my desktop open. I have my File Explorer open, and I clicked on Desktop. These are everything I have on my desktop. So I can just click it and drag it over here. And when I start dragging it over, I get this little plus sign, Copy. And it's saying, you know, is this where you want to copy it? And you just release, and then it will show up right there in your OneDrive. Okay, let's take a look at this video. Gun at the top. You just select upload. Select the files you want to put in your OneDrive. Tells you it's uploading all 4 of those. And then they appear right there. First 4 documents. Like I said, you can just drag them over from one folder to another. So uploading files is really easy. I mean, basically dropping and dragging them. So here, I just wanted to point out, when you open your OneDrive and you see your files in your folders, you'll notice you have certain options here. Create a new document, upload, sync, and automate, which we'll talk about at a later time. But when you actually select the file, when you actually click on a file, it's highlighted. You can see that. You can see a little blue arrow here saying, okay, I'm selected. What do you want to do with me now? Well, now you have even more options. You can, you still have the new, but you can open that file, you can share it, you can copy the link to it, download it, print it, or delete it. So you have more options once the file is selected. If you like options, you'll love right-clicking on files. We'll talk about that in a minute. So we've talked about creating, we've talked about uploading files into your OneDrive. This kind of explains how to delete files and to restore them if you needed them back. So the one thing you want to remember is when you delete a file or a folder in OneDrive, it sends it to the recycle bin. And that recycle bin will store that folder for 90 days. So you have time, you know, don't worry about deleting it and then, uh-oh, I might need it later. You can always restore it. We're going to take a look at that. So here's my OneDrive open again. Again, here's my name, my files, recent, shared, recycle bin. So I've selected this book 1. It's an Excel spreadsheet that I started, but I never really used. And what I did in this case is I right-clicked it. So I not only get the options I have up here, but I get even additional more options. And I'm just going to say one of them is delete. I'm just going to say delete. Excuse me. The dialog box comes up, you know, to confirm it. Are you sure you want to delete this file? I'm going to say yes, I want to delete it. And then it's going to bring up my recycle bin and show me, okay, there it is. I just put it in the trash for you. Oh, by the way, here's all the other stuff you've trashed recently. And as soon as it's in there, you have the option to restore it. So again, you have 90 days to restore it. If you click that, it will just go right back to where the folder that it came from. And we're going to talk about, you know, some people worry about what happens to their files when they go on the cloud. You know, is this going to be with me the rest of my life? Well, you don't really have to worry about that. We're going to look at what happens to those deleted files. But first, let's look at how Microsoft lets us know how to delete and restore files. So you can see it's just real easy. You select the file, you click delete. Puts it in the recycle bin. You want to restore it, you just open your recycle bin, hit restore, and it all comes back.
When you store your files in OneDrive, you're storing in the cloud. It allows you to get files on any of your devices. Although you might have several devices, they're connected to the same OneDrive. So, if you delete a doc on one device, it's deleted on your other devices. Let's refresh. You can find freshly deleted files in the recycle bin and restore them if you want, and it will be back on all your devices.
There it is.
Pictures work a little differently from your mobile device. When you turn on camera upload, the originals stay on your device and copies upload to OneDrive.
So you can see it's easy to delete, restore your files. Now you understand kind of what happens to them when they are deleted. Whenever you right-click on a file, it gives you the most options. We're going to talk about a few of those options today. One is to keep on this device. You can right-click, select keep on this device, and it makes a copy, and it'll put it right on whatever device you're using. So if you're using your laptop, you right-click on a file that's in your OneDrive. One of the options is keep on this device. So now you have a copy of that for backup. So we're going to look at sharing and collaborating, which is the big one, and also version history, which is really cool. So let's take a quick look at the Microsoft video on sharing files in OneDrive.
With Microsoft 365, no matter how or where you work, sharing your file works the same. As you work in your desktop apps like Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, select the Share icon in the top right. If you haven't saved your file in the cloud yet, select where you want to save it. After it's saved, choose the permissions for the item you're sharing. Select the down arrow and decide who you want to give access to the file. You can give access to anyone if your organization allows it, only people in your organization, or to just the specific people you're sharing with. Select Apply to set the settings. Then type the name or email address of the person you want to share with and add a message. Then Send. You can also choose Copy Link and share the link in your own message or another file. These steps are the same wherever you want to share the file. From File Explorer, right-click files or folders saved in OneDrive. Share files from online apps. Or even share online from OneDrive or SharePoint. No matter how you work, the steps for sharing with Microsoft 365 are the same.
If you're working on any Office document, just click the share button, right-click, share, hit the little arrow to share. It's all good. When you're in your OneDrive folder and you right-click on a file, one thing you can select is the version history. And that brings up previous versions of a file that may have gotten messed up. So if somebody makes an edit to a file or changes something accidentally, you will have the ability to roll back to an earlier version. It's very easy. One of those right-click tricks. So there may even be more than one version of the file, and you can select to go back as far as you want from the day it was created. Yes. So this is how you do it. You open your OneDrive, you right-click on a file, and when you do, you will see all of these options. You can open it, share it right there. You just copy the link. So if you just want to send out a quick email to somebody, you can copy the link to the file. You can manage the access, who can edit, who can see it. You can download a copy to your device. You can print it. You can delete it. You can move it to another folder or copy it to another folder or rename it or automate it. Towards the bottom here is the version history, and that's what I wanted to mention right now. So I opened my OneDrive, I right-clicked on a file, got all my options, and then I can just go down the version history, and that's what it brings up. It shows me I worked on this last on the 17th of October, and but that was the day that I deleted some charts, and I forgot I was going to use some videos, so I had to go back to an earlier version to get to that point where I could save those charts and things that were on that document. So this is the deal. OneDrive is the best way to store all of your files in one place. You can use it to share and work with others, and you can access those files from anywhere. You can create a document on one device, edit it on another. There's no need to ever email yourself your file anymore or use those virus-catching flash drives. Okay. Everything's saved automatically. This is great. OneDrive's easy to use. And when you put all of your files on your OneDrive, you're saving them securely. And you have access to them whenever you need them. Okay. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you need any additional help with your OneDrive, please just reach out to me via email, and we'll set up some time and we'll get you set straight. All right, thanks, and watch some of our other training videos on the Department of Exceptional Children Health Services YouTube channel. Bye for now.